You probably know someone like this, a person full of brilliant ideas, big dreams and endless potential. Someone who talks passionately about the future, about the incredible things they will create, the life they will build, the impact they will make. When they speak, their eyes shine with excitement. Their words sound inspiring. For a moment, you almost believe that something extraordinary is about to happen. But then, nothing happens. Days pass, months pass, sometimes years pass, and those dreams never seem to leave the world of imagination. The plans remain unfinished. The promises remain promises. And somehow, there is always a reason. The timing wasn't right. The opportunity wasn't perfect. People didn't understand them. Life simply got in the way. Deep down, you start wondering whether the problem was never the world, but something inside them. Psychologist Carl Jung described a pattern that explains this behavior. He called it the Puer Aeternus, a Latin term meaning the eternal boy. It describes someone who refuses to fully step into adulthood. Not physically, of course. Their body grows older, their age increases, but emotionally and psychologically, they remain stuck in a state of permanent preparation for life. It is as if they are always getting ready to begin living, but never actually starting. At first glance, people like this can be incredibly charming. They are creative, spontaneous, imaginative, and full of ideas. They often have a unique way of seeing the world. Being around them can feel exciting because they carry a sense of possibility that many people lose as they grow older. They speak like dreamers and think like visionaries. But behind this light and inspiring energy, there is often a hidden struggle, a quiet resistance to responsibility. The eternal boy wants the beauty of life without the weight of commitment. He wants success, but not the discipline required to build it. He wants love, but not the responsibility that comes with maintaining a relationship. He wants freedom, but not the structure that true freedom requires. When reality begins to demand effort, consistency, and patience, he feels trapped, and so he escapes. You might see this in someone who constantly jumps from one idea to another, always chasing something new, but never finishing anything. Or someone who changes jobs frequently, searching for the perfect opportunity that will finally make everything feel right. Maybe you've seen it in relationships, falling deeply in love very quickly, but disappearing the moment things become serious or complicated. The strange part is that these individuals are often intelligent, talented, and full of potential. They could achieve incredible things. But potential alone is not enough. Potential without action slowly turns into regret. And the longer this pattern continues, the more painful it becomes. Not just for them, but for everyone around them. Friends try to motivate them. Family members try to support them. Partners try to believe in them. But after a while, people begin to feel exhausted. Because it's incredibly difficult to help someone who is secretly running away from growth. Here is the difficult truth. The eternal boy is not actually free. He may believe he is avoiding limitations, but in reality, he is trapped by fear. Fear of failure, fear of being judged, fear of discovering that he might be ordinary. So instead of risking disappointment, he stays in a place where everything is still possible, the world of imagination. But imagination alone cannot build a life. Time continues moving forward, whether we are ready or not. And eventually, life begins to reveal the cost of avoidance. Dreams that once felt exciting start to feel heavy. Opportunities disappear. Relationships fade. And slowly, the person begins to realize that waiting forever for the perfect moment means that the moment may never come. Before we go deeper into this idea, if you're finding this conversation meaningful and you enjoy exploring psychology and self-growth topics like this, take a quick second to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps support the content and allows more people to discover these ideas. Now here's something important to understand. The eternal boy inside a person is not entirely bad. In fact, that inner youth carries incredible strengths: creativity, curiosity, imagination, the ability to dream beyond limitations. These qualities are powerful and valuable. The problem only appears when that inner child becomes the one controlling a person's life. When the child leads and the adult never fully develops, life becomes unstable. Responsibilities feel overwhelming, discipline feels restrictive, commitment feels suffocating, and the person continues drifting through life, hoping that someday things will magically fall into place. But growth requires something different. It requires structure. It requires patience. It requires doing the difficult things, even when inspiration disappears. Carl Jung believed that becoming a fully developed individual is not an easy journey. He called this process individuation. It is the process of becoming who you truly are. And like any birth, it involves discomfort, struggle, and transformation. For someone trapped in the pattern of the eternal boy, the turning point often comes when reality can no longer be ignored. When unfulfilled dreams start to hurt more than the fear of taking responsibility. When the person looks at their life honestly and asks themselves a difficult question: how long can I keep living like this? That moment of honesty is powerful, because real maturity begins the moment someone stops blaming circumstances, other people, or the world, and starts taking ownership of their life. Growing up does not mean losing creativity. It does not mean abandoning dreams. It does not mean becoming boring or rigid. In fact, true maturity allows dreams to become real because it gives them structure. The creative spirit of the eternal boy can become something incredible when it is guided by discipline and responsibility. Imagination combined with action becomes innovation. Passion combined with consistency becomes achievement. The goal is not to destroy the child within us. The goal is to integrate that child with the strength of an adult. When that happens, something beautiful occurs. The dreamer becomes a builder. The visionary becomes a creator. The person who once escaped from reality learns how to shape reality. But this transformation requires courage, because it means letting go of illusions. It means accepting that life will never be perfect. It means understanding that success, love, and purpose are built slowly through effort and commitment. And maybe as you listen to this, you recognize parts of this story in someone you know, a friend, a partner, a family member, or maybe you recognize parts of it in yourself. If that's the case, there is no reason for shame. Every human being carries some part of this struggle. We all want freedom. We all want life to feel meaningful and exciting. But real freedom is not the absence of responsibility. Real freedom comes from having the strength to choose what truly matters and commit to it fully. Life does not wait for the perfect moment. It moves forward every day. And the question each of us must eventually answer is simple. Will we keep waiting for life to begin? Or will we finally begin living it? And now I'm curious about your thoughts. Which part of this message resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments. Sometimes writing down what we feel is the first step toward real change, And if you think someone in your life needs to hear this message, share this video with them. You never know. It might be the moment that helps someone wake up and start building the life they were always dreaming about.